Welcome back to KC Bowling. It's Connor, and today we have a brand new review for you. We have the IQ78U. So this has the Control 78 solid urethane cover on it, has an RG of 248 and a differential of 029. So we're actually gonna do something a little different here today. We're gonna do 6 shots apiece. I'm gonna be bowling two-handed, and my teammate Connor Rogas here will be throwing shots one-handed. So with that being said, let's get into the review. So basically, with this ball, I have a pitch black, a purple hammer, and this ball into my arsenal. So all 3 of them fit into my arsenal very well. But this, I'd say, out of them is the earliest and the rolliest. Pretty close. So basically they made this ball because the ruling was they had to change it to 78D hardness because they were saying urethane was getting too soft. Well, with urethane getting softer, basically makes it hook more over time. And so what they did with this is they made this with the IQ core, but a 78D urethane cover. So with that 78D cover, it is a lot earlier. It's closer to traditional urethane you used to see back in the day. So I'm gonna move 1 left off of that shot. So. There we go. And so for me, the biggest key with this ball is that it always gets so forward. It's like I can get my hand around it, and as long as I see the ball shape off the end of the pattern, I know it's a good shot. Like with the purple hammer, sometimes it gets offline really, really quickly. Same thing even with the pitch black. Pitch black has a little more down lane motion, and this ball is earlier than all 3 of them, so it allows me to see the shape a lot better. Shot 3. We are bowling on a unknown pattern. All we know is it's 44 feet, and we didn't want to throw urethane on house, so. That's pretty good. Oh, get the 9 out. So 3 shots in out of the 6. Overall, I have been so impressed with this ball. I got it right before sectionals, and I threw this at sectionals and went 150 over with it, and then I won a sweeper with it like a week after. So far it's been nothing but love for this ball. So I'm gonna go another 1 left for shot number 4 and just give it the full throttle. Oh, I missed left, and it still held. It still held, but it still got through the pins. That's the biggest thing for me, is that it held, but it got through the pins. Normally when you throw something like a pitch black, that's gonna flat 10 all day and maybe even 7-10. So because of that core in the pitch black is what makes it weaker. This actually gives it a little more teeth because it's using the IQ core. The IQ isn't necessarily the strongest ball ever, but it picks up a decent roll, and it's been in the line for God knows how many years. So got 2 more shots with this ball, and then I will pass it over to Connor. Oh, I spun the out of that one, and it still struck. That's kind of the example of what I was saying of, as long as the ball gets forward, it's gonna strike. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. I'm kind of at a loss for words, because this ball is just so damn good. So last shot here. Last shot, we're actually gonna move, what, 6 left? I'm gonna move 6 left and slow it down and just kind of show what you can do with this ball. So we're gonna slow it down just a touch. Oh, double dribble. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's not that bad, especially when you consider I just moved 7 left and all it did was puke 10. So, I mean, I can move 2 right with that, slow it down even more, and get the ball to truck through the pins. So, with that being said, let's turn it over to Rogie.
What's up, KC Bowling? So my name's Connor Rogas. I'm a freshman at Concordia, and we're testing out the IQ 78U. So here's my 6 shots with it. That one came a little behind the head pin, so as Connor said, we're bowling on the 44-foot kind of mystery pattern. Looks a little bit burned, so I put a fresh 2000 on my 78 before this. So with me, I have a purple and I have this, and this one really gives me the earlier shape that the purple doesn't give me sometimes, and this allows me to stay a little farther right. So probably just make sure we get this one into the lane a little bit better. Throw a better pass. Might have to make a small move. Look like they're tightening up a little bit down lane for me. So we'll probably go a little 2-and-1 to the right and make sure just kind of let the ball face up a little bit sooner, which is something this ball is very, very good at doing. This ball is really super good at reading the front part of the lane, especially kind of when there's some carry down. So make a little move here, just throw a better one. So that was a lot better. After making the 2-and-1, got the ball to see it a little bit sooner, and that ball really drove through the pins. So this ball is definitely a different type of shape that I've seen out of all the urethane balls I've thrown, and I'm really, really impressed with what I've seen so far out of this ball. I haven't had this one as long. It's a newer piece in my bag, so I'm still learning it, but super good addition for sure. So say that 2-and-1. That's really good. Ooh. That one just a little flat. So as the surface kind of wears off on this one, it definitely gets a little bit farther down the lane, which is why it's not going through the pins as well. So we'll probably creep another one to the right. Just give it a chance to go through the pins a little better. 2 more shots here. So hopefully this one can kind of see it a little sooner, like the third one. And then that one kind of took off on me. So I'm kind of catching some of the over-under here with this urethane. Probably would be close to getting out of it. So we're gonna make like a 4-and-1 left here. Try and get the ball still going to the dry, making sure it's still kind of picking up in the right spot. So let's try and make it go in for the last shot. That one will still hit a little flat, so that's all for my 6 shots. So,
hi, my name's Kenji and I'm also from Concordia. I'm a teammate of Connor and Connor. And this is my take on the red ball. So we're looking to see a little more early motion in the fronts, more controllable than the purple that I've been used to throwing. So it's a little later. Seems that the energy might not be as strong as I intended it to be, but we're learning to get used to this equipment. Yeah, so like I was talking about, with the purple motion, I've seen a lot more continuation through hammer and their addition of urethane. And with this new ball, I've seen a lot of different emotions and reactions to this. So been interesting. Let's see. So I'm gonna move to right, see if I can get the ball to start up a little earlier now, because that one went a little light. It's a little miss in, but what I've seen with this ball is that you do get a lot more miss in because it's got a bigger core, so it'll lay off on the fronts. But yeah, so far, I haven't hated anything about this ball. A lot of my teammates throw it. It's very consistent. I've seen a lot of high scores thrown with this, and a lot of trust, which I don't see a lot of that with some of the older stuff from Storm's Urethane. But this one is definitely a new piece. We're gonna move another one, see where the boundary is, where the OB is on this pattern. Oh, that's up 10. Absolutely hand on it. So that one felt a lot better. Didn't miss in a little bit, so that was right up my line. It was 10-9 area. But yeah, nothing to hate about that ball. Personally, I felt like this ball has been overall more consistent than a lot more of the Pearl Urethane, which, I mean, obviously that's why this is a solid and why it rolls like a solid. So I think that Storm did a pretty good job on this ball, and that they should keep making something like this. I'm gonna move another one back and slow it down. Oh, double dribble. Yeah. That one got down a little too quick, but nothing personally against this ball. It's been really continuous. And all right, for the last one, we're gonna absolutely try to slow it down and just see if we can trap the pocket. This is a total 2-board move. Missing a 7-pin there, but as you can see, the ball still got the motion that I needed to do. Worked overall pretty well. So that was my take on the IQ78U.